Good morning. This is like the third take of this video. I said a bunch of stuff in the first iteration, but didn't really I don't know, I just don't have a lot to say is the problem. I want to make the video at least 10 minutes, but what can you say? But anyway, this will be the third go. Maybe I'll just talk about more than just what I was going to talk about, but you guys are going to get a Philadelphia Eagles video today. This will be scheduled out, so you probably won't be watching this till much later. It's another reason why I'm struggling with some of these videos is I don't want to just drop videos at random times anymore. Mostly just because it saves on the work of just doing one a day. One a day is just a lot easier, but it also gives me time to think about topics a little bit more deeply than just making like reactionary videos. Slop, as I called it. But yeah, the video that I was thinking about was that the Eagles, I think this is May 12th is today. I lose track of the days, but as of making this video, May 12th, but you guys are going to see this like way later, like May 28th, I think is when I'll schedule this. But it was and the full schedule will probably be out by then, but it was announced that the Eagles are going to open the season against the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, there's not really like a whole lot to say about it, but I kind of like it, is why I wanted to make the video. I was expecting them to announce something crazy. Like, I think we play the AFC West, and I don't know the other division. NFC North, I want to say. No, it's not the North. I think it could be the South, actually. I think we play that. I think it's the AFC West and the NFC South. Sorry, I'm not looking it up right now, but I think it is that, because I saw we play the Saints. We have to play the Bucks, of course, again. All right, so I looked it up. I'm just going to edit this in because I don't want to like film the video again. But yeah, it looks like we're playing the NFC North. I could have sworn we played them like 2 years ago, but all the seasons are kind of blending into one at this point. But anyway, yeah, so we play the NFC North and we play the AFC West. So it's a pretty decent ensemble of teams. And so, yeah, I was thinking they were going to open against, there was like a rumor that it was going to be the Bears, which would have sucked, but the Bears, the Chargers, the Chiefs. The Chiefs is the one that makes sense. I don't know why. Since we're actually playing their division, I don't know why they didn't just have us open against them. Because I don't know, I think it's cool to open against your Super Bowl opponent if you go to the Super Bowl. Like, I remember when the Eagles beat the Patriots, we played them in the preseason that year, but I thought that was kind of lame. It would have been cooler if it was the regular season, but I think they did open against the Falcons in 2018, so it was still cool to play. And that maybe they should have done that. They should have had them open against the Redskins, not the Cowboys, because that was kind of the real rivalry last year. But I don't know, I'm getting off track a little bit. I like the point of this video, the only reason I wanted to make it was, I think I've said in the past, but I kind of want to cement here, is I really like the Eagles Cowboys rivalry. A lot of people have asked me recently, this is more recently, like, you know, I did the whole Cowboys hate thing several years ago. And the Cowboys are an annoying team, to be sure. The franchise has always bothered me. But it's never been pure hatred. I've always respected the rivalry. Thought it was cool, you know, historic. It is one of the most historic rivalries. One of the reasons why I was so mad when they changed the the Redskins to the Commanders, because I think that the NFC East is just a historic division. You quite literally have Cowboys versus Indians. You have Eagles versus Cowboys. It's like the American, and then I guess a giant. You could look at a giant as like a financial giant or something. It represents like capitalism and all that. So it's like the NFC East is like America in one division. That's how I've always thought of it. And I guess you could call the Commanders the commies now too. With that will line up a little bit more with modern America. So I guess it's not that great of it's not that big of a change, right? They've turned from Indians to complete communists. But I'm digressing, as I usually do. By the way, my name is Joey. This is the Jigsaw 0097 channel. If you guys are enjoying my rambling as of late, and you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, like the video, comment down below, you know the drill. And it's a really nice day out here today. It's actually crazy how it's finally starting to get warm here in Utah. It's not as cold. But then it's going to get like super hot, and then I'm going to hate my life. But anyway. But yeah, the Eagles opening to the Cowboys, I really like this, personally. It seems like, I don't think the Eagles have ever opened against the Cowboys since I've been watching the Eagles. So it's like, it's unique. And the Cowboys kind of suck right now, which makes it a little bit unfortunate. They got Pickens from the Steelers, but whatever. The Cowboys are the Cowboys. But I like the opening to be. I do like this. And what I was going to say is I don't have a hatred for the Cowboys. I've said on this channel before that the only team that I really hate and will always hate with a passion is the Saints, and I have my own reason for that. I just think for one, they got caught cheating back with Drew Brees with the Bounty Bowl. That was when I really started hating them. They were also one of the first teams that made me think the NFL was rigged, because I remember that the year Hurricane Katrina happened was also coincidentally the year that the Saints won the Super Bowl, and they got into that Super Bowl, like I said, off of Bountygate. They literally almost put Brett Favre in the morgue. If you guys are old enough to remember that Vikings-Saints NFC Championship game. And then they literally found out later that they were incentivizing players to injure other players. And then, of course, I wasn't really watching the Eagles Die Hard then yet, because that was I think 2000. That was 2009. That was the first year actually where I started watching football in general. But I hadn't decided that the Eagles were my team yet. But I did watch them. I remember watching. Can't remember if it was 2008 or 2000. I think it was 2010 actually. Yeah, 2010 when the Eagles played the Cardinals in the NFC Championship game. So yeah, it was the next year. 2009, I was kind of more of a agnostic football watcher, you could say. But I remember my dad is a Colts fan, so that was another thing that annoyed me. It was the Saints-Colts Super Bowl, and I wanted the Colts to win. So I've just always had this hatred for the Saints. There's another thing is I hate their stadium, which it's ironic that the Eagles have now won a Super Bowl in that stadium. But I've always thought the Mercedes-Benz Dome, I think is what it's called, is just the ugliest stadium in sports. And that goes along with the Saints in general. The Saints they're just an ugly team. They ugly colors, ugly logo. It did piss me off that Kellen Moore went to the Saints, but whatever. That's beside the point. The point I'm trying to make is that the Dallas Cowboys are not my most hated team. They're probably one of the more annoying teams, like I said, but I've never had it on hatred. Really, I don't hate anyone in the division. Like I said, it's a historic division. it's any given year. I don't even any given Sunday for sure, but any given year, because really the only one that you can count on, like consistently, is that the Giants are gonna suck. So like they're the only one that we can like count on, that the Eagles will pretty much like always beat them. But the Redskins and the Cowboys, you never know. So I mean, it could be like the Cowboys are really good this year, and I'm just talking on my ass right now. That's what I mean. Like I'm saying they suck because I think they will suck, but the Cowboys aren't one of those teams where they just like suck every year. So who knows? But anyway, I'm kind of rambling. This will be a football video. I'll label it as such, even though I just kind of rambled. But I did kind of give some history and all that. I don't know. I'm just sitting outside today and just wanted to make a video, and I was like, I don't really want to talk about politics. I don't really want to talk about anything, but let's talk about football. So while I drink my Diet Pepsi. So yeah, like I said, when you guys will be watching this video, the full schedule will have been released, so we'll know. But I think they already confirmed it, that we will be playing the Cowboys week 1. We'll be doing like the Super Bowl celebrations and banners and all that, and it should be a fun game. I don't know, I'll enjoy the game. I feel like, again, there's going to be only 2 possibilities with this game. We're either going to blow them out completely, or it'll be a close game, but either way the Eagles will most likely win it. So yeah, the Eagles are opening against the Cowboys, guys. That is how the year will begin. So like I said before, I'm not going to make consistent football videos until the season starts, but if I feel like just talking about football, I guess I'll do that as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to y'all later.